On December 4th, 1970, a flight that seemed completely ordinary became one of the strangest stories ever told about the Bermuda Triangle. On board the small aircraft were pilot Bruce Gernon, his father, and a business partner. They took off from Andros Island, heading northwest toward the coast of Florida. It was a familiar route, a flight that Bruce had made many times before, but this time, everything was completely different. The Bermuda Triangle is an area located between Bermuda, Miami, and Puerto Rico. For decades, this place has been associated with countless stories of ships and aircraft mysteriously disappearing. And Bruce Gernon's flight was about to become one of the most controversial incidents ever recorded. Just a few minutes after takeoff, at an altitude of around 300 meters, Bruce saw a small cloud appear ahead of him. But something was very strange. The cloud was not staying still. It was growing larger. Not because the aircraft was getting closer, but as if the cloud itself was expanding to surround them. Bruce decided to fly through it. However, after passing through the first layer of clouds, another cloud appeared at an altitude of 3,500 meters. This time, everything became even more frightening. The sky around them turned completely dark. There was no rain, no storm, only a mysterious void surrounding the aircraft. Then, white flashes of light began to appear. They flashed and disappeared in the blink of an eye, like electrical currents moving through the air. Bruce knew it was not lightning. And the most terrifying part, was it that he realized the aircraft seemed to be trapped inside a tunnel made of clouds? On both sides were enormous walls stretching endlessly into the distance. Bruce tried to remain calm and continued flying forward. After a while, he saw light at the end of the tunnel, an exit. But just as he was about to leave, the cloud walls began to close in. The navigation equipment started malfunctioning. The compass spun abnormally. The electronic systems continued to fail. Everything seemed as if an invisible force was controlling the aircraft. With no other choice, Bruce increased speed and tried to escape. The next few seconds were the most intense moment of his life. But then, the aircraft suddenly burst out. The tunnel disappeared. Everything returned to normal. Bruce said that for a few seconds, he felt as if the aircraft had almost become weightless. He immediately contacted air traffic control to determine his location, but the answer left him stunned. The aircraft did not appear on radar. After checking again, the air traffic controller informed them that they were already close to Miami. But that was impossible, because the distance normally takes around 90 minutes to complete. Yet this flight had taken only 47 minutes. An aircraft traveling at normal speed could not complete that journey in such a short amount of time. Bruce checked the fuel levels and flight data again. Everything pointed to one strange conclusion. The aircraft had traveled faster than what was normally possible. Many years later, Bruce continued searching for an explanation. Some experts suggested that this phenomenon could have been related to unusual weather conditions, electrically charged clouds, or magnetic field disturbances. Others proposed even more daring theories about distortions in space. But no explanation has ever been completely proven, as if it had never existed. And this was not the only mystery surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. In 1945, 5 military aircraft disappeared during a famous training mission known as Flight 19. A group of experienced pilots and trainee flyers lost contact while flying over the ocean. The rescue aircraft sent out to search for them later disappeared as well. 3 years later, a commercial aircraft carrying 29 passengers and 3 crew members also vanished in this area. The weather that day was clear. There was no distress signal, no obvious wreckage. only one question remained. What really happened? Scientists believe that many of these incidents can be explained by extreme weather conditions, powerful ocean currents, human error, or technical failures. The Bermuda Triangle is also one of the world's busiest shipping and aviation areas. But there are still cases that continue to raise questions. Perhaps one day we will discover the truth. Perhaps everything is simply the result of a combination of rare natural phenomena. Or maybe there are still secrets hidden deep beneath the ocean and in the sky that humanity has yet to uncover. And until that day, the Bermuda Triangle will remain one of the most famous mysteries in history.